Good morning, human geography students, or good afternoon if you are in my third and or fifth hour class. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it into school today, so I've prepared some video directions for you. First thing to take note of, I did bump this project's due date back to Thursday. So I know that we were talking about earlier on Monday, this project was going to be due on Wednesday. Being that I'm gone again today, it's going to be due on Thursday. So that should give us an extra little relief and hopefully have some more time to focus in on a detailed and well done project. So for today, I'm going to be going over what the next step of class is, as well as briefly going over what we should have accomplished yesterday. So in our Google Classroom post from yesterday, you will see the instructions as well as your individual project template that you have the ability to access. So I'm going to be referring to both of these documents from Monday's post. Today's post is just going to have the slides for today and this lovely directional video. All right, so going to our project yesterday, this is your template project. We should have completed step one. Now, step one was to pick out countries from this possible country document for the various stages. You then selected from stage 2 to stage 5 a country that you were going to place into the country name spot here, and then research the information about that country, the birth rate, the death rate, population pyramid, and then a detailed 3 sentences about the population pyramid. Now, this was supposed to be done yesterday. In the directions, it asks for a description of those population pyramids. And so for each of the 4 population pyramids that you did yesterday, right underneath stage 5, now I know your document might look a little bit different, but I want you to provide a description of each of those population pyramids. And so this is what the directions say. You will need to describe each pyramid in 2 or more sentences. What does the base look like? Is it wider or narrower at the top? Does it shrink, expand, or stay steady as you move up the age groups? And so this is what you're supposed to be doing for the population pyramid paragraphs or sentences. In your document, you can put these sentences underneath stage 5 right in here before step 2. So this was kind of like the conclusion for step 1 from yesterday. I know I didn't go over that yesterday. I didn't want to overload you with directions. So if you want to put those 2 to 3 sentences for each population pyramid in this document, you can just put it right underneath stage 5. So that's what we're kind of doing to wrap up yesterday. Moving on to step 2, you are going to take those same countries that you have up here for stages 2 through 5, and you're going to plug them in the top of this little chart here. So you're going to type out the countries that you have, as well as you can see that the United States is in here. So we're going to do some research on the United States. So this is where we're going to be working today for step 2. I'm going back to my direction sheet. It says choose 5 of the following statistics that you are going to research about those countries. So for example, if you wanted to research net migration, you would then copy it, or you could type it by hand, come over here to stat 1, and then paste it in there, net migration. You can clean it up a little bit if you want to. And then you would pick out 4 other statistics. Now those statistics stay the same for this little research portion of step 2. So you would pick out 5 different stats, plug them in here. You already have your country names across here. And so then you would start to research this information about your country using that CIA Factbook website. So the different statistics you can choose from: net migration, percentage of people that live in an urban area, total fertility rate, GDP per capita, percentage of labor force in agriculture or service industries, infant mortality rate, or another statistic approved by your teacher. If there's one that you saw that on the CIA website that you really wanted to research, feel free to email me and I can say yay or nay to letting you use that statistic. Now, the purpose of this step is to not only gather some data to learn more about those countries you picked out, but to also compare to the United States. And so you're going to be needing to find those same statistics that you plugged in over here for the United States to do a little bit of a comparison with those countries you selected. And so that is for step 2 today. If you get this done in class today, fantastic. if you would like to start working on this kind of the compare and contrast each of those countries to the United States, that would be great too. Step 2 is kind of where I'm hoping people will be at the end of class today. And then step 3, I'll go over in class and tomorrow, and we can finish that up. So just to briefly summarize what we're doing today, wrapping up step 1, we're writing out 2 to 3 sentences for each of our population pyramids from step 1. So we're writing out summaries of those population pyramids somewhere underneath the stage 5. And then we are going to pick out 5 different statistics from our instruction page for where it says number 2. 5 different statistics that you're going to research about the countries you picked yesterday. And then as well as information about the US. If you're done with this data input spot, you can go ahead and start in on this part here. This part tends to be the most lengthy portion of the assignment because you are doing 4 to 5 complete sentences. You can do more, but don't do less. So that will wrap up what we're doing in class today. If you have any questions about specific parts of the assignment, feel free to email me. I will try to do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. We are staying in our seats again today. If you want to listen to music, that's fine, but we're not going to be moving around the classroom because we really need to hone in and focus in on this project. Here's our quote for today to wrap us up. Everything has to do with geography. That's all that I have. Email me if you have questions, and be a good student for the sub. Bye!